Hello, beautiful beings. I was on my yoga mat today and I came up and I just had this aha that I wanted to share with everyone. I had a vocal client recently that I shared some of these techniques with about believing in yourself more and letting go of inhibition and just really truly surrendering. So I have three practices or three things, three tips I want to share with you today because you, my friend, have something to share with the world. Maybe it's a song, maybe it's a dance, maybe it's just a message, maybe it's a piece of art, maybe it's public speaking, maybe it's just a perspective, maybe it's a channeled message. Who knows what it is? But believing in yourself is going to be the number one thing because some of the stuff that we start to share as we awaken seems a little off, right? It's a little different. It's a little like, sometimes it feels a little crazy. And you have to have the strength to believe in yourself, to know that it's worth sharing. So the first tip is believe that you have something to share. You have something to share. You have a collective, okay? We're all kind of this one thing with this unique individualized voice. And you have something to say. And what if you are going to be someone's aha? What if you're going to be someone's aha moment? Because of the tone of voice or the way you say it, or because of your background, someone's willing to hear you. What if you are someone's aha? And if you don't share, they might not have that aha for a longer time. You could be the seed of someone's awakening. So would you not share because you're a little nervous or embarrassed or you don't believe in yourself? Like, this is why believing in yourself is so important. You, my friend, have a unique message that the way you share it and the background you come from and the training, everything you've done, it can only come from you. And you could be someone's aha awakening moment. You could be the seed of their greatest life. So it's really important to share and believe in yourself. Surrender all the rest of the little judgments, right, coming through your head. Your message is required on the planet right now. So I'm going to give you two little practices that you can do that really help. But I feel like this first tip is that you have something to share and it's unique to you. And if you don't share it in the way that only you can share it, it doesn't get shared. And the person that you're sharing with doesn't get to receive it. So that alone, for me, when I heard that, when I heard that, I was like, yes, okay, who am I to not share it? Surrender, get out of the way, and share. So I hope that lit you up as much as it lit me up years ago. Okay, so number two is this saying. I use this to perform all the time. So I do sound healing and I perform with singer-songwriter music and I perform at senior healthcare homes. And I perform all the time. I have to get up in front of people all the time. So one of the things I say is, what energy, space, and consciousness can I be, know, and do to be the biggest contribution here? And then I surrender and I just say, and then I walk into my performance and I say, or walk into my client and I say, whatever's going to happen is for this highest good. So I'll say that again. This is an access consciousness tool and it's so invaluable to help you believe in yourself and believe like what you're sharing is just right on. All right, so here it is again. What energy, space, and consciousness can I be, know, and do to be the biggest contribution right now? Okay, so I'm going to post this recording over on my YouTube channel, so if you can always pause and write that down. But that saying, that tool has been invaluable in my life and in my performing and working with clients. So I really hope you take that, write it down, and use it before you go share something. And it really helps you believe in the process of sharing. And when I say believe in yourself, really what I mean by that is you're believing in your source self, your higher self, coming through this vehicle and this personality to say something, to express something. And so believe in that process. You know, just allow your higher self to speak through you. And when you let that happen, you kind of take your ego and other stuff that's saying no you can't, and you kind of put it at the door. That's a really important distinction. Take that ego and those judgments and you set it aside. Say we'll come back later, and you let your higher self speak through you. The only way that you can in this embodiment. So let's see, has anybody told you today the world is a great place? Oh, that's a really sweet comment. Has anybody told you today the world is a great place with you in it? That's a beautiful, beautiful sentiment, and I want to return that back to you and return it back to everyone watching the replay. The world is a better place because you are in it. All right, so number 3 tip. I love this. So I was in a program called Path of Ceremonial Arts. It was a 3-year program where we did priestess training, and we did very deep shadow work. And we learned how to do public events, ritual events, and do private ritual events. So one of the things that we learned was called the sacred cross. And this is really, really powerful. What you do is you stand up and you put both arms like this. And the first thing you feel is your feet rooting into the ground, and feel the support of the earth, of Gaia Mama. Feel that connection. Okay? You can also feel the support of your ancestors through your feet, right? In your lineage. And then up here, you're going to just create this funnel and just feel yourself being supported by the heavens, supported by the stars, supported by your higher self, okay? So you have these 2 anchors from your feet and your head, right? So you do this practice before you have to go into a meeting, go perform, go talk to someone, whatever it is that you're sharing. And then the arms is the one arm is all the gifts that you came in with, your talents and your gifts that are unique to you, that you just seem to have an easeful time with, right? It could be I'm really good at speaking. I'm really good, really compassionate. I'm a really good singer. I'm a good teacher. Like whatever it is, like that's just innate. It's an innate gift. That's on this side. And then on this side, this is everywhere you've done seeking, and you've found education and knowledge, and everywhere you were seeking, and your certificates, your degrees, everywhere you've studied information. That's here. So think about this. You're supported from below, supported up here, and then you're supported by all your natural gifts, and then you're supported by all your experiences and all the knowledge that you've gone out and sought after. And then you just take a moment to feel the strength of all of that. Wow, amazing. That's called the sacred cross. And just that moment of intention, of feeling all of this, feeling everywhere you're supported, you can go forth and share. Believe in yourself and you go share. It's a beautiful, beautiful practice. And give it a try. It really does help. And if you don't want to like put your arms out and get into that, you can, you just use it as an image, a visualization of you, and just feel your gifts. Feel the pearls of all your seeking. Feel the support from above and below, and from your ancestors and from your highest self. And that way you believe in yourself fully. You surrender and you let go of any judgments. So guys, those are the 3 things I wanted to talk about today, because believing in yourself is so important on this awakening journey. When you believe in yourself, you believe that like what you feel inspired to share is important, and you share it. If we don't believe in ourselves, we start to have this quickening of sharing, but then we hold back because, we might think that's kind of crazy sounding, or, no one's going to listen, or, my family's going to judge me, whatever. So how you want to look at this is, if you don't share it, someone doesn't get to receive it. The seed isn't planted. You, my friend, have such a beautiful, beautiful message to share. And if you are on your awakening journey and you're having trouble sharing some of the weirder things that are coming up, please, please, please watch this replay over on YouTube and start believing in yourself more. Start believing in your message. Start believing in your higher self. Start believing that if you don't share your message through this vehicle with your past and everything that you've gone through, the world never gets to receive it. And the person that you might have affected doesn't get the effect of it. You are important and you are a beautiful part of this experience. So please believe in yourself and please surrender to your higher self. So I'm going to go into some of these comments and see if I can talk about them. All right, I'm reading a book about anti-gravity. It's impossible to put down. I love books like that. Anti-gravity, I'm so curious. All right. Aw, hey mom, I miss you. I am a mom of teenagers. I hope you have a wonderful mom too. Hi Granny, I am Michaela. I'm not a grandmother yet, but if you feel grandmother energy in me and feel the wise elder in me, I'm so honored. Thank you. Let's see, what else? Any questions about the tips that I just shared? You look like you perform well. Thank you very much. Sure, I don't know. You are lit up. I'm so glad. I have a crush on you. Okay. What did you scroll into? Oh, funny. All right. So I'm going to recap. And if you guys have any more questions about the awakening journey, about sharing or channeling or light language or something that you would feel a little hesitant to share in the world, so let me know. Let's start a conversation about it, shall we? We have one more message. Let's see what this says. Love your energy so much. Well, thank you so much, Sabrina. So, okay, what could we talk about here? I went over my tips. So the first tip is know that if you don't share your message, it doesn't get seen and it doesn't become a seed in the world for whatever it is you're talking about. And the person on the other end never gets to receive it. So reconsider. You have an important message that someone on the other end needs to hear from you. Because even if think about this, even if it's the same message across the board, right? You could have think about this. Okay, there's 5 chiropractors, right? You know, how many chiropractors, how many dentists are there, right? We don't all go to the same ones. We go to the ones that align with us, that feel good to us, right? So it's the same thing. You know, you might have the same message of 5 people. You might be talking about anti-gravity. Okay, someone on here is studying about anti-gravity. And there's 5 people talking about anti-gravity, but you really go to this one. Because some of the words they use, or the energy in their voice, something, you kind of get the concepts from them the best, right? But if that person never talked about anti-gravity because, well, all those people are doing it, you would never really get the message to the way that really sunk into you because this person decided not to share. So that's my first tip. You are unique in how you can share something. So please go give you, all right? And number 2 is the saying, what energy, space, and consciousness can I be, know, and do to be the biggest contribution here? So whether you are getting on a TikTok, getting onto YouTube, whether you are going to give a public speech or singing in public, or you're putting on a dance, or you have to go into a business meeting, whatever it is, or if you have to go into school or college and do a presentation, this statement works. Because whatever you do, you want to be the biggest contribution, right? To the people in front of you, to your own life's work, to your business, right? Whatever it is. So what energy, space, and consciousness can I be, know, and do to be the biggest contribution here. That is a tool from a body of work that I studied called Access Consciousness. Go check it out. It's an amazing body of work. All right, and number 3 was the sacred cross, right? We line ourselves up, we ground into the earth, ground into our lineage, we open up into our higher self, into the heavens and source energy, and then the right arm is all the things that we're our innate gifts, right? And the left arm is all the things that we have learned in this lifetime, and you are supported by there. And when you line that up, you feel so empowered to believe in yourself. You are dressing up like a girl today. Great. Is that lighting you up? So go do it. Wonderful. You know, it's kind of fun dressing like a girl, I have to say. We got some pretty things. All right. So let me hear, I think we have a few people on here. What are some of the blocks you have to believing in yourself and to truly just getting out there and sharing yourself? What do you feel like some of your blocks are? All right, good for you. Go wear that pink dress. Wear it with a smile and believe in yourself on the way. All right, guys, what are some of the blocks to believing in ourselves? I'd love to know. Going once, going twice. All right, maybe no blocks, which is amazing. I'm noticing that, you know, I was born in 71, so I'm 50, and, you know, the younger generations, they seem to be coming in way more solid in themselves. They really believe in themselves more. They seem really tuned in and tapped on. Where did I get my blouse? I got it at a store called Kohl's. I don't know where you are if they have a Kohl's, but Kohl's, right up the street from me, they have a great discount. I don't know who this is, so I'm not gonna. The host is inviting you to go live together. I don't know who you are, so I'm not gonna do live. Happy to go live with people that I've actually had some interactions with already on YouTube, but someone that I don't know and never seen, I'm not going to do that. So if you would like to do a live together, make sure, you know, we comment together. I get to see your stuff and we have a little interaction before we go live together. Okay, yeah, so my shirt is from Kohl's. I got one in kind of like a terracotta color too. They're really nice because they're kind of flowy. I really like it. Thanks for asking. All right, so what else? Yeah, so we're talking about believing in ourselves so that you can share your unique gifts on the planet. And so, you know, one of the things that I do, one of my gifts is singing and light language. And I've been a singer-songwriter for 25 years. And I would say that's one of my gifts. Do I see auras? I do not see auras, but one of my gifts is kind of a sense of knowing. What is it called? Sentient audio. Sentient, I think? No, that's feeling. Whatever, I forget what it's called, but my gift is this, I just have a knowing. So I'm not necessarily a seer, I just have a knowingness that comes in. Yes, I love flowy clothes too. Do you see auras, Mama Bunny 11? It's really cool when people can. I do see kind of like a whitish, clear pulsation around some things, especially nature, like trees and stuff like that. I do that. But my gift is usually through, I bring frequencies in through my voice and through light language. So, but it's taken a while to believe in myself enough to really give that. It took a while. I'm going to wear a vintage apron over my dress. It has ruffles. Oh, wonderful. A vintage apron with ruffles. That sounds lovely and fun. starting to and wondering why I see my skin turn red. That's interesting. Um, you're starting to see auras, and the actual skin is turning red, or you see kind of a red auric field around your skin. That's curious, because if your skin is turning red, that's something to look at physically. But if you're seeing kind of a light red, a red light around your skin, that red is root chakra stuff. So it could be that your root chakra is strong. Yeah, I don't do a lot of work with the auric field that much. I do a lot of work with sound, energy through sound. Yes, so much fun. I love looking like vintage houses. Oh, fun. Yeah. All right, so where was I? Oh, so one of my gifts is singing in sound and frequencies through sound. But before I started to perform singing, I always thought that I didn't have something to share. I always thought that, my songs weren't real songs. And my friend dragged me to an open mic, and I went in front of an audience, and I shared the music. And it was a great experience. Even though I was shaking, my voice was shaking, when I got up there and finally shared my gift, it felt so good. So I continued to do it. And it's a process in believing in yourself and believing that you actually have something to share. You're in Maine. Oh, really? I'm really curious about Maine. My husband and I were thinking about visiting and maybe moving there. Where in Maine are you? How do I sit in a dress? How do you sit in a dress? Well, you always have to. 30 miles from Portland, also awesome. That's where we are looking for. Someone wants to know how to sit in a dress. So when you sit in a dress, you always want to kind of do this, like you always scoop it down so it kind of so the dress kind of flattens underneath you. Right, so you kind of do this, and then you sit on the dress. Well, if you don't do that, it can kind of crinkle. So you definitely want to flatten it and just, yeah. That's why you see when women sit down, they kind of do that. I hope that was helpful. Okay, 30 miles from Portland. How do you like Portland? Is it a pretty open-minded community and alternative? Is there some alternative community there? Meaning like, are they open to, different spiritualities and open-mindedness and health food and stuff like that? Curious. Believing in yourself is important when you're doing something against the grain, right? So if you are wearing clothes that don't, necessarily aren't definitely defined with your gender, and you go against the grain and you wear something, that requires some belief in yourself. That requires entrusting yourself and surrendering. So if you're doing that, like, kudos to you. That requires a lot of believing in yourself and your highest good. And so, or if you're wanting to express yourself differently than other people, the bell curve is, but you don't, it's, these practices that I shared could really help. Like, believe in yourself, bring in your higher self, and really be you. Very diverse in Portland. Okay, cool. What about 30 miles out of Portland? I was wearing Yeah, I could see that. Men's clothes are kind of boring. I really hear that. Women's clothes have so many unique fabrics and design. I can really relate to that. Um, and so I love that you're doing that, and that requires a lot of strength and belief in yourself and trusting yourself. So good job expressing you. Um, what is my favorite book and why? Well, that's a tough one. Fiction or nonfiction? I tend to be a sci-fi person. I love sci-fi fiction. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I love acting. Good. You choose. Okay, well I'll give an example of both. Okay, so fiction I love, 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 and I read this in my 20s, but I still love it. It's so hard to tell, but anyway, the Ender's Game series. I love them. I think there's like 4 books, three, maybe 4 books. Ender's Game, such a good sci-fi series. I love them so much. Um, do you know the Ender's Game series? Okay, and then my nonfiction, gosh, there's so many, but really like, yeah, it is crazy good. Um, I have to say, one of my favorite books is The New Earth by Eckhart Tolle. It's so good. I refer back to it. It's one of those books that you can keep referring back to it. I read it like probably over 10 years ago, and I'm always referring back to it. That's The New Earth. And then the other one is Ask and It Is Given by Esther Hicks through Abraham. And I love that one because there's 22 processes in it. There's 22 processes in it, and I'm always referring back to it. There's 22 processes to help you raise your vibration for wherever you are, integrate your emotions, and raise your vibration. So, read either Breakfast for Champions by, you know what? Breakfast for Champions, I did read that a long time ago. I don't remember it that much. Coast in Maine is epic. Yes, work on the water here. Oh my God, that's awesome. Yeah, see, we're in Colorado, and we're really wanting to get to the ocean. I'm from New Jersey shore, and my husband's from the San Diego ocean. So we're in Colorado, landlocked, and we so want to get to the ocean again. I love your makeup. Oh, I'm learning. Oh, thank you. I just have a bunch of powder on my face and some, just a little, what is it called? Not lipstick. It's the clear lipstick. I don't. I forget what it's called. Jitterbug perfume. Yes, that's a good one. Tom Robbins is such a good one. Costa Mania. There was someone here, but okay. I always enjoy your videos. Always bring me peace, love to you. Oh, well, thank you. Thanks for tuning into the videos. I really appreciate that. Oh, okay. Less diverse in the north. You go north, still friendly, just more old school. Okay, thanks for that information. I really appreciate it. Do I like wearing dresses? I feel like you'd look at. You know what? I really do. I like wearing dresses. I perform at Unity churches sometimes, and I wear skirts or dresses. Yeah, but I really love yoga pants. But yes, I love all kinds of clothes. Either Breakfast, let's see, Champions. Okay, Coast and Maine. Just trying to follow where we are here. Okay. Holmdel. I don't know what that means. Holmde. Oh, Holmdel, New Jersey. Oh my gosh, Holmdel, New Jersey. So I grew up in the Jersey Shore, Spring Lake Heights. I went to high school in Belmar. What's your skincare routine? Let's see. Right now, I use a little bit of Arbonne because I used to use that a lot, and I used to support people in buying that. But I learned that it had some ingredients in it that I didn't want to, that didn't support my body. So I use Oz, O-Z. It's super, super clean. And I use a vitamin C wash. And I use, they have a bamboo, like, exfoliant you can add to the wash that I do that. And then I use some serums. Being 50, the outer skin really needs some extra care. But usually I just, wash it, do some serums, put some eye cream on. Let's see, vitamin C, friend, hyaluronic acid. Yes, tinted moisturizer. Yes, I use all those. Yep. That's good. Use vitamin C, vitamin C serum is so, so good. Definitely use that. Retinol. Yeah, those, I use all that kind of stuff too. I usually use a tinted SPF moisturizer on my face, especially if I'm like on camera. Today I did not put that on. I just put some face powder on. But you know, these things have filters and stuff. So it's when I get on YouTube and they don't have the filters on YouTube, I'm like, oh, TikTok always makes you look great, but when you're doing a YouTube video and you upload it, you're like, oh wow, no filters. You look so young. What age did you start skincare? Oh, well, thank you. I really just think it's the TikTok of filters, but you can see what I really look like on YouTube. Let's see. I've been doing skincare probably since my late 20s, just, you know, washing my face. But I guess maybe my mid-30s, I started adding more like nutritional stuff to my face. Hello, beautiful friend. Sensitive souls. Soul searching. Hi. Okay. Wow, you're beautiful. You don't need a filter. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate that. So your skincare routine, Homedale, New Jersey. It's really cool that you guys, you're from Homedale, one of you guys, because that's so fun. And someone's from Maine. That's really cool. I'm from Colorado. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Someone wrote, I love your feminine energy. I appreciate that. Thank you. Cheers, everybody. Hope everyone's having a good Thursday. We're kind of veering off to favorite books and makeup and feminine energy and auric fields, but originally this talk was about believing in yourself and surrendering. So if anyone has any advice of dark yellow circles under the eyes. Okay, dark yellow. Okay, so I have a wellness background, so sometimes I like to look at not just covering something up, but kind of looking at what the body's trying to tell you. So if you have dark yellow circles under the eyes, I would look into supporting your kidneys and liver. And also, what is your sleep like? So I like looking at it holistically. And then, you know, to cover it up, you can use like a little bit of white, right? A white concealer, and then put not white, like a beige or just a little concealer under the eyes. But I would really support it internally first, you know, looking at supporting your liver, kidneys, and your sleep. Acupuncture is amazing to help with any kind of kidney deficiency or liver stagnation, and get some good sleep. So let me know, was that helpful, that advice, for someone that talked about dark yellow circles under the eyes? Being feminine is beautiful. Okay. Yeah, use an eye cream. So you want to use eye creams, not just moisturizer on there, because moisturizers have things in it that soothe and plump the skin, and you don't want to plump the skin under your eyes, right? Because that creates kind of like a swollen look. So eye creams have something different in them so that they create a smoother appearance here. So eye creams really are worth, I think, your money, because you do not want to just put regular face cream on the eye area. And it's a very sensitive area too. You wouldn't want to put like hyaluronic acid in this sensitive skin area, because it can be, or bucutriol too is another thing that I don't think you'd want to, unless it was made specifically for the eyes and it has a lower percentage. You don't want to put something that's, that can irritate that area. That makes sense. You're welcome. Yes, it makes sense. I'm having issues with my kidneys and my ovaries. I'm having some issues with my kidneys too. I have something called kidney yin deficiency, because I've gone through menopause, and so I'm trying to build my kidney yin back up, and I haven't slept. It's been actually kind of hard. So I've been trying to go to acupuncture regularly and take some Chinese herbs to help with that. And ovaries, yeah. Also, let's see, any vitamin C serum helps brighten the eye area. Wonderful. Do I use Paula's Choice Salicylic Acid? Yeah, yes. I think exfoliating is really important for sure. Yin. So in Chinese medicine, they talk about yin and yang. They talk about balancing the energies. They talk about metal energy, water energy. If you, yeah, it's a lot to it. But yin energy. The thing is about kidney energy is the kidneys really support the heart, the liver, the lungs, and the yin energy, when it's healthy, helps cool all that off. When yin energy is deficient, it's not able to cool off the heart and the liver and the lungs. You can get heart palpitations, you can get a stagnant liver, like really bad hot flashes. The cooling, think of like the cooling system. You know, you have the radiator in the car. The cooling system of our body is the kidney yin energy. And when that is deficient, we can't cool ourselves off, and we can't cool off the other organs. And those organs, like I've been having a lot of heart palpitations and hot flashes and yeah, not being able to sleep at all. It's been a little rough. So that's what kidney yin energy is, and what supports kidney yin energy is sleep, gentle yoga, like yin yoga, less stress, right? Calming, more gentle type of exercise, cooling foods. Don't eat spicy foods. You know, foods like millet and rice and vegetables and fruits. Stay away from black pepper and chilies and stuff like that. Is this Alice Cooper? That's a funny question. Thank you, friend. You're welcome. You're welcome. Maybe that's what did they say? I don't even know. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Let's say goodbye to that guy. Sorry about that, guys. That guy was pretty rude. Okay, they want me to have a hysterectomy, but only... Oh my gosh. They want me to have a hysterectomy, but I'm only 27. I'm trying to hold it off. Yeah, I don't know if you're still here, but definitely get some second opinions for sure. If you have a hysterectomy, if they want to do that, maybe they think it's for your best health, but definitely get some different opinions by a naturopath and a Chinese doctor. Maybe they will have some different ideas for you. I'm sorry about that. That sounds intense. Okay. Thank you, friend. Okay. Okay, I got rid of the inappropriate guy. Sorry, guys. Do you wear mascara? I do have mascara on right now. I don't wear it that much because it tends to just fall off me. But I do wear it sometimes. Yes, try a lash serum for sure. I've never tried that. I want to try that. Thank you for that. You're welcome. And sensitive souls searching. I really wish you the best. And follow me and I'll follow you, and we can chat more in the messages. I've worked, I don't know, I have a lot of wellness background stuff and alternative health background. If you just want to bat ideas around, I can just tell you my experience. 27 seems so young for a hysterectomy. So if we can, if you can find some different opinions or some different ideas, I'd love to offer any experience that I could. What type of dress do you recommend? Well, it really, dresses, I believe, it's really kind of a personal thing. One, it's what you, naturopathy, pseudoscience, no, not at all. Well, just depends on where it's a college degree. You can spend it's a college and doctorate degree, naturopathy. Or you can go to an OD, osteopathy doctor. They do alternative stuff too. Very beautiful. Have anyone have a blessed day? Everyone have a blessed day. You too, everybody. So we're talking about dresses. So dresses, I feel like, are kind of like, you just have to feel good in it. But sometimes body type determines like what you would wear. So if someone it has an hourglass figure, something that accentuates that, you want to accentuate your assets, right? But if you have a straighter waist or a little fuller through the middle, sometimes an A-frame that goes down like this feels better. I just bought something that's almost like a tube top that comes up like this and it just drops down straight, and it feels really good on me. I've gotten a little fuller with menopause, so this one kind of goes straight down. It has lines on it, makes me look a little taller. So there's so many different things that you can do with patterns, and fabrics and just different cuts. So short, long, I'm only 5'2.5", so sometimes I don't want to wear things that accentuate me looking even shorter. So, but I would say ooh, that sounds cute. I love a flattering look. So I think the biggest thing, one, is you want to feel good in it. And two is you want a color that just brightens you up, right? And three, the cut, it just has to do with your body type. I'm sure you look gorgeous in it. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I hope everyone has a blessed day too. Wow, it's already 3 o'clock. I can't believe it. So I'm going to be on here about 10 more minutes. I'm going to stop at 3. So if you have any questions, any more questions you want to ask me, or about believing in yourself, about awakening, about light language, let's see. Yeah, A-line. And super cute. Yeah, that would be pretty. Yeah. Yeah, the A-lines are really cute. Yeah. Lately, I really like long skirts and long dresses. Yeah. Let's see, how could I be more comfortable to speak light language? Oh, okay. So, yeah, so light language. So, light language, getting comfortable with it, because it can be all different things. I do light language and I just do toning, but light language can be drawing, it could be hand signals, it could be something that sounds like a foreign alien language. So you got to really build up your confidence and trust in yourself. There's like a whole surrendering process you have to do to really share it. You have to let go of judgment, okay? If you're sharing it like on a TikTok or with a friend, you really have to like say, interesting point of view if people have judgments of it. It's not going to be for everybody, so I would tune in to who can really hear it and receive it. It's not going to be for everybody because everyone's at different frequencies, different stages in the awakening. So, you really want to be around people that you think can receive it. The other thing is just start believing in yourself and knowing that if you're doing light language, you've been called to do it, and you are, if you don't share it, no one's going to receive it. So it's a gift. It's a gift that you have, and if you don't share it, someone doesn't get that gift. So if you get in that mentality, it's just like you have to get over yourself. You have to get over the ego and the judgments you might have of yourself and put it over here, and just know that this is a gift from my higher self. And if I want to be a contribution to the world, I have to get over myself and give it. And earlier in the live, I shared some ways to do that. I'm going to share this recording on my YouTube channel, Rebecca Abraxas YouTube channel, so you can see the recording there, and you can see the 3 different tips that I gave about believing in yourself more so that you can give that light language confidently and knowing that you are of service to the planet. I have the urge to speak to myself. Yes, for sure. Speak to yourself. Yeah. I mean, I do light language just for me all the time. It raises my vibration. I feel like wonderful in it. So, so just ask, bring the light through me and just speak through me. And, yes, for you, for sure. Could you say, if you think it's going by fast, the 20s were a tough ride for me. I felt like they were a slow molasses. Um, there was a lot of awakening and depression and confusion. And when I was 19, I had a Shaktipa given to me by Guru Maya. And I'm just putting the pieces together now. Like my 20s were pretty hard. I was seeking a lot of spiritual, um, in my spirituality. I was depressed a lot. I was confused a lot. So my 20s, they went a little slow because they were really hard. Um, if your 20s are going by fast, are you having a lot of fun? Do you feel like you are in the flow of life? Sometimes that makes things feel fast. Were you a party girl in high school? You know what? I wasn't. I mean, I did party and stuff, but I always was a very kind of, I was an intense kind of contemplative person. Um, I did party a little bit, but I wasn't like a party girl. You know what I mean? I would drink a little bit just because my boyfriend was we'd be at parties and stuff like that. But no, I never had daylight. So stay with it. I know, high school without your friends miss the old you, but do you like the new you? That's what matters the most. If you like the new you, you're awakening and you're just going to keep blossoming every year. And some people will fall to the wayside, but new people that really enjoy the new you will come. So it's not like you're going to just say, get out of my life, which you may, but you might not resonate with people as you blossom, and that's okay. Yeah, I think it's really good to stay sober too. I've actually been sober for 5 years now just because I've realized that it just messes with my vibration and mood, and I just don't need drugs or alcohol anymore in my life. Um, I agree. I hate to. Oh, okay. Yeah, you guys are talking. I've been loving to bake with my. It's become my. Oh, how sweet! That's really sweet. But she loves that. Yeah. I wonder how high school is. Okay. Where are you? Okay, I'm just looking and see if I got. My 20s have been so hard. 25, I woke up and it's been a ride. Yeah. Yeah. 20s have been hard. 25, you woke up, and you're gonna keep waking up. It is quite a ride. On my YouTube channel, I have a lot of stuff about waking up and ascension symptoms, and that it might be helpful if some of those videos might be helpful to you. I am. It's just Rebecca Abraxas on YouTube, and I have a ton of stuff, ton of videos over there that might relate to you. Non-scientific practitioners. So I looked into this. The National Library of Medicine regards naturopaths as non-scientific practitioners. Well, I don't know how old that book is, but naturopathy and I wouldn't say that's true, but everyone has to feel into it and follow their own guidance on things. So um, a lot of things aren't scientific and work really, really well, like, energy work and sound healing actually has a lot of scientific research behind it these days, and even Reiki and energy, where there's starting to be scientific testing. A lot of times there's not scientific testing in alternative things because there's not the money to do the testing, but they're starting to have the money and the technology to test this stuff, and you'll see with sound healing and energy work, and there's something called access bars that a neuroscience did tests and brain mapping on it to show how things shifted. So there's a lot of alternative therapies that are really starting to get looked at. Meditation, there's tons of meditation studies done now. And naturopathy uses a lot of herbs, right? And alternative things to get the body balanced, okay? And then there's Chinese medicine, which is an alternative complementary practice, and who knows if they have scientific proof of stuff, but Chinese medicine has been doing things for thousands of years and balancing people's systems. Ayurvedic medicine, using Ayurvedic herbs and salt therapy and hydrotherapy and, detox methods to help the body. And so what I've known in my experience, I go to the doctor for emergencies and things like that. But when I really want to balance my body, when I have mysterious things happening with it, and I really want to balance it, I go to alternative therapists. I go to naturopaths, acupuncture, Chinese medicine. I go to massage therapists. I go to energy workers, because the medical field does not know how to balance you without chemicals and surgery. And those are great when they're needed. But we need a holistic medical model. And that includes really looking at the body in a systemic way, and looking at things that are, looking at some things that can balance the body without such harsh chemicals at first. They all have their place. All right. You can't see the wind, but you feel it. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Okay, I've missed some stuff here where, my friends said they missed me. Oh, okay. Oops. No, thank you. Okay, so I'm trying to see where we left off. I think you're a beautiful person with a beaming heart. Yes, I'm sure you are. It's beautiful. I've been loving to be. Okay, we got that. Congratulations on your journey. Thank you. We wear aprons. Yeah, we wear aprons and do each other's nails and makeup. Oh, that's so fun. You can't see the wind, but you feel it. Yes. You can't see the wind, but you feel it. Yes. And that's the really important piece about energy work. And the fact that we're multidimensional beings. So if we're just working on this dimension, I've been a Reiki master for a long time, and I used to do Reiki sessions with people. And if you're just looking at this dimension, sometimes you're really missing out on some things that really need some work, like entity clearings and ancestral clearings and bringing dimensions back into this present moment. There's things that really can help you on the energetic level. And yes, we can't see them, but they're affecting us. And when you work with them and you clear them or you integrate, you feel so much better. Same thing with inner child wounding work. Can't see it, but your inner child, your 8-year-old child who was abused at 8, is affecting your personality right now. You can't see that, but if you go in with EMDR and you start healing that part of yourself and integrating, you feel so much lighter and happier. And so not everything is really seen. Is it where, if that might... I don't think that's weird at all. Do you have resources for ancestral things? Sorry, I ask a lot of questions. No worries about your questions. I don't have a lot of resources around that. When I work with it, I just kind of get the knowing, and we just move it with sound. We talk to it. We just integrate it. So I don't have any resources. I just kind of do it. But I'm sure there's a lot. Like if you Googled it, books on ancestral healing, I'm sure some will come up. Well, I have to go out on the dress. Bye. Have fun wearing whatever you desire today. Have a wonderful day. All right, beautiful beings. I am going to take off too. I have a few things to do, but this has been a lovely conversation. And I'll post this recording if you're interested in the techniques I shared in the beginning. Have a great day. It's been wonderful getting to know you guys a little bit and hearing your questions. So, bye-bye. Let's see. I always forget how to stop this. Okay, up here.